Hey there, scientists! Today, what we're going to get to learn to do is we're going to learn how to make a mini Airzooka. This is the kind of Airzooka you can buy at the store. I don't even know where you buy them anymore, but they're pretty sweet. But basically, what you got here is you got elastic in here that pulls it back. You get potential energy, and you get to release it. It shoots out some air. Now, again, you can't see it, but if you look at my face when I do this, you can see that. Okay, maybe you can't see it, but it definitely happened. I felt it. I really did. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to show you a simple way to do this at home. You got your ingredients, or your materials right here. You have some duct tape. You got a plastic cup. You could use a regular plastic cup or a disposable plastic cup like this. The regular ones, once you use it, you're going to be damaging it. So just so you know, it's a one-way ticket. But it is a little sturdier. And then but a plastic cup works just a little bit more flexible. You also need a balloon. This is a relatively large balloon, like a water balloon size. I don't think will work. You need a bigger one like this, like a birthday balloon. I think that's what they call them. I don't know. All right, and then you need some scissors. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut my balloon. Now, you can cut it in different areas, but you want to cut it back enough that you can have quite a bit of it left over. Now, this might be too much, but all you're doing is you're going to be putting it on this side, the big side of the cup. Okay, and then you're going to be taping it over that. Before I do that, I'm also going to now make this. Now, this is you got to be careful with scissors. You could use a knife or some other material, but be careful. This part you have to poke through the top side of the bottom side of the cup. And you don't want to go all the way around the edges. I make it so there's a lip all the way around. So I just cut on that line. Oh boy, that's where I get a little nervous. Don't worry, use science. Fast forward. Till I get further, okay. Now, you might damage the cup a little bit here. I'm going to actually end up taping the edges back together so it's not quite so jaggedy. It'll also help if you have a consistent edge. This is ugly on the edges. But when I put my duct tape on it, I can actually make it so that rim gets fixed up, okay? So again, that's what I'm going to do. You might have a perfect cut. Depends on your materials and it depends on your technique. Let's be honest. All right. Now again, this is what I'm going to be doing all the way around the edges, just to strengthen with some duct tape. You can use other tapes, but duct tape is quite strong and will hold the best, especially for when you're going to be taping down the balloon in a second. One more. Now, I duct taped the top so it's a little stronger. Not perfect, doesn't need to be perfect, but you do want it to try to be so it doesn't have seams on it or like parts that are broken. So that's my very cut up bottom part of my cup. Last part's pretty easy. All you gotta do is take the balloon, open it up in this area, stretch it out so it's over your cup. Here's a quick note. If you don't want to drive people insane, make it so it's a little loose on the end, so it's not going to make a lot of sound. Now, if you want it to be loud and obnoxious, here's how you do that, okay? Oh, good. Make it as tight as possible. That way, it'll sound like a drum, and every time you use it, everyone will know it, and you will drive people insane. Please don't tell them I said that, but it's true. Let's see how loud this one becomes. Only use cup for good, never for evil. All right, here we go. The Airzooka. Test it out. You hear that noise? That's going to drive people crazy. Now, how can I show you that it works? Let's see. Put it right here. No, stay there, camera. Why do you always move on me? Don't do that. We're all friends here. Okay, oh, you're going to do that now. Okay, fine. Camera. Hello, down here. You're a robot. Okay. Robot, down. All right, I'll move it up then. Robot, you and me are going to have a talk. What? Come over here. Robot. All right, and now look at those things right there. I'm going to use my Airzooka. Going to pull it back and it moved a little. Oh, yeah, I got it. Now, you can try to put a handle on here with duct tape. It makes it a little easier, but with these thin plastic cups, it makes it harder. Just make it so you can hold it. But now you can just pull it back and annoy a lot of people. Now, I do want to show you one more thing. So this one I made loose. Like I said, you can make it loose. And listen to the noise. Not nearly as horrible as the other one. But this one I made taut too, and I used a harder plastic cup. Ooh. People can hear this next door. Okay. All right, so this is how you make a homemade Airzooka. Remember, it's all about science.